So first we have theory and then we have problem. So first the creep strengths are caused due to dead loads only. So option we have, that is A. Then which one of the following is categorized as long-term loss? So we have loss due to relaxation. Option is B. Then minimum characteristic strength for post tension and pre tension. So 30 and 40 MPa respectively. Option is D. Then JD. So if we will see over here, so we have this JD in T and JD in reinforced concrete and in pre-stressed concrete. So in reinforced concrete, so our value of JD is near about constant. We have changed that is in T. So we have T increases faster than rate than JD. So option we have, that is A option. Now go to question 5. So a uniformly load intensity W is acting on a beam, and we have to go for option of this, that is mid span, and the pre-stressing force required depends on, so that is W and E or M and E. Option we have, that is option A and option D. Then just I have mentioned in reinforced concrete we are going to get that T increases faster than JD, but if we will talk about pre-stressed concrete, so our T is about constant, and then we have that JD increases faster than T. So option is C. Then the loss of pre-stress due to elastic shortening. So if we have one wire, then our loss is minimum. So option we have, that is option B. Then we have problems. So in this you can see that span is given 8 meter, pre-stressing force is given 1600 kilonewton. Then tendon with zero eccentricity at support. Beam has carry an external UDL, value is given 30 kilonewton per meter, and neglecting self weight, the maximum dip we have to find out. So we have to simply go PU into E is equal to WL square by 8. And from this we got value 0.15 meters, because value we require, that is value that is asked, that is in meters. So this is 0.15. Then we have given, so if we will go over here, so values given are, so B is given 150 millimeter, then we have value of D, that is 300 millimeter. Then cross sectional area, so wire are 3 wires, cross sectional area 50, then initial stress 1200, eccentricity located 100 mm from soffit, so we have 300. So E we are going to get it as 50, so D by 2 minus 100. Then modular ratio is given 6, and we are interested to find out the loss of pre-stressing force. So here first we are going to find out P by A. By P by A we are going to get P value. Now A we know, we have 3 tendons, and that is 50. So if we multiply it with 1200, we will get value as 180 kilonewton, and then we can find FC, which is equal to P by A plus Py upon I, and from this we are going to get this value 5.33. So we are interested with loss in steel, and therefore our formula, that Y is equal to E, we are going to find out at level of steel. And then once we know value of FC, that is 5.33, then we are going to get, that is loss, and that is modular ratio into FC. Modular ratio we have given, so modular ratio we have given, that is 6. So we have 6 into 5.33, and that will gives us value that is equal to 31.98. And we are interested to find out pre-stressing force. So we know now value that is 31.98, which is MPa. Then we will multiply it by area of steel, which is 3 into 50, and that will gives me value of P, that is pre-stressing loss, which is 4.8 kilonewton. Then we have in this problem, so pre-stressing force that is given actually, So pre-stressing force is given 600 kilonewton, span is 8 meter, eccentricity we have 0 at support, linear to a value E at the mid span, and we have to find out E, and we have simply supported beam with 12 kilonewton which is acting at mid span. So we have WL by 4, so P into E is equal to WL by 4. So this 600 we have value of P, this is value of W, and this is WL by 4. So as we have simply supported with concentrated load, and that will gives me value of E, but we have asked that is value of E that is in millimeters, so we have 40 millimeters. Then we have given that is 10% loss is given, and after 10% loss we have 750 kilonewton, and we are interested to find out values that is initial. So first we have to find out initial force, so we can find is 750 upon 0.9, that is final pre-stressing force upon 10% reduction, so 0.9 gives me 833.33 kilonewton. Now once I know this, then simply we have to go by P by A plus minus P by Z, and we got this value 20.83. This value is at bottom, and 4.17 we have this value as top. So we have minus 4.16 or 17 and 20.83. Option is D. Minus shows tensile. Now here we have pre-stressed concrete, and that is given. So 250 millimeter wide is given, 600 millimeter deep, 16 bars having diameter 7 millimeter at 200 millimeter, that is given from bottom. So from bottom 200 millimeters, so that means we have value of E that is 100 millimeter, which is D by 2 minus 200. Now pre-stressing stress is given 700 MPa, and we have to find out maximum bending moment due to live load, which will cause tensile stress will be 0. So no tensile stress, and here we can have P by A plus P by Z minus M by Z. Now P, how we will find? We know that stress is given, so we have value of stress that is 700. So this is the sigma 700. So 16 bar into pi by 4 into 7 square. So for 431.02 kilonewton. And then we are going to substitute the value P by A, P by Z minus M by Z, because we are interested no tensile stress, means we have value that is 0. And by this we will get value of M 86.2 kilonewton meter, because value was asked in kilonewton meter. Then we have in this dimensions are given. This value of E also we have given over here. This is value of E, and we have to find out stress in bottom fiber at mid span, and then we are going to get this bottom fiber at mid span. So P by A plus P by Z. So first we will find M WL square by 8, and by this we are going to get P by A plus P by Z minus M by Z, and value we got 2.93. So plus, so that means this is compression. So we have option that is B. Then we have a pre-stress pre-tension concrete beam. So you can see we have given dimensions 200 millimeter by 250 millimeter. Area we have given 500 millimeter square. Center of gravity of this section tendons are 1000 Newton per mm square pre-stress. Assuming modular ratio 10, so the stress in concrete is. So now here we have to find equivalent area, because we have given modular ratio. So here we have to calculate value of AC, because here we are going to get now FC is equal to P upon AC here. And then we will substitute this. So we are going to get this value 9.17 Newton per mm square. So option we have B. Then a concrete beam, rectangular section, size we have given that you can see over here. So it is given 120 millimeter. Depth is given 200 millimeter. Straight tendon we have with pre-stressing force 150 kilonewton. Eccentricity that is given over here directly, which is 20 millimeters over here, and the stress is at the top and bottom. So simply P by A plus minus P by Z. So by first plus 10, which is this value we have at bottom, and minus value we have that is at top. So 2.5. So both compression 2.5 and 10. Option we have, that is option is A. Then we have this a concrete rectangular section 200 by 400 and P is given. You can see over here. So pre-stressing force is given 400 kilonewton and for this eccentricity is given 100 millimeter. So maximum compressive stress means that is at bottom. So P by A plus PE by Z, that comes 12.5 Newton per mm square. So we have option is A. Then we have given 6-meter long beam with 300 mm we have wide. Depth is given 600 mm. Then eccentricity is given 100 millimeter. Tensile force that is given 1000 kilonewton and the maximum normal compressive force, compressive stress in the beam at transfer. So maximum normal we have to find out. So we have P by A plus PE by Z, and this maximum means we have that is at bottom and we have value that is 11.11 Newton per mm square. So we have option is C. Then a pre-stressed concrete rectangular section 300 by 900. P we have given. So you can see here value of P is 700 kilonewton. We have given eccentricity 350 millimeter and that is at mid span. Stress at top of the beam due to pre-stress alone. So we have top means P by A minus PE by Z. So by this we are going to get value minus 3.46 Newton per mm square. Minus sign shows that 3.46 Newton per mm square, but this value that is tensile. So we have option that is A. Then a pre-stressed concrete beam. So here the value of A is given. You can see cross section is given directly. Then we have given value of I. We have given value of Y bottom. We have given value of Y top. And it is subjected to a pre-stressing force with eccentricity E so as to have zero stress at top. So we have P by A minus PE by Z. And by using this zero, we have to equate because we have stress at top is 0 and from which we will get E is equal to Z top by A. That will gives me value 104.72 millimeters. Option is C. Then we have a pre-stressed concrete beam. So dimensions we have given again. So in this we have this value that is 120 by 200 millimeter. Then eccentricity is 150 kilonewton. Sorry, P is 150 kilonewton. Eccentricity is 20 millimeter. Pre-stressing steel is given 187.5. Then ES is given, EC is given, and we have to find percentage loss. So now first we have to find out strain in concrete at level of steel, and P is given, and from this we can go by P by E plus, so PE square. So whenever we have to find steel values or loss in steel, we have to always go PE square because we are going to find out that is at the level of steel. So from this we are going to get stress that is 7 Newton per mm square, that is in concrete. Now we will find strain because our strain in concrete and strain in steel is same. So from this we are going to get this strain which is same both in steel and concrete. So we are going to multiply it by ES. That will gives me stress in steel. So once I know stress in steel, I will find the initial stress in steel. We know P is 150, area 187.5. So I will divide it. So 150 to the power 3, 10 to the power 3 divided by 187.5. That will gives me 800. So 48.93 upon 800 into 100 gives me percentage loss, which will be 6.12%. Option we have B option. And then we have this last again a theory question which was asked in GATE 1990 actually. So here simply we have to use that is P into E equal to WL square by 8. And from this we are interested to find out the value of W. So we will rearrange the terms and from this we are going to get this value that is 8 P E max upon L square, which is option D. So these are the questions which were asked in GATE examination last 20 years, 20 to 30 years, I can say. So today we will stop here only. Thank you.